Once upon a time, in a riverside village, lived a young man named Kabir. He often found himself deeply troubled by the things around him. Each day was burdened with discontent, a dark cloud of negativity hovering around him. One day, as Kabir sat under a tree by the river, contemplating his worries, he noticed an elderly figure slowly approaching him with a calm demeanor. An old monk approached Kabir with a serene expression, kindly asking, "You seem troubled, my friend. What's on your mind?" He noticed Kabir's troubled state. Kabir hesitated, but then poured out his frustrations. "Everything in my life seems to be going wrong, and there's nothing I can do about it. I hate my job, but I can't quit. My house is old, but I can't afford to fix it. My friends are selfish, but I can't make new ones. This town is dirty and crowded, but I can't move away. It's like I'm stuck, and there are so many things I can't change." The monk listened attentively, nodding occasionally as Kabir expressed his frustration. When Kabir finished, the monk spoke calmly with understanding. "It's true that there are many things in life we cannot change. We cannot change the weather or the past or other people's behavior. But sometimes our power lies not in changing external things, but in transforming how we perceive them." Kabir looked puzzled and asked, "What can I possibly change then?" The monk replied, "Let me tell you a story. Once in this very village there was a man who hated a mango tree growing by the riverbank. He feared the fruits would fall into the river and decay, making the water dirty and smelly and attract flies and insects into his house. Familiar feeling?" the old monk asked. Kabir nodded, feeling understood. He often grappled with anger over things he couldn't control. The monk continued, "The man's anger towards the tree grew each passing day. He constantly complained to his family and friends, and even vented his frustration towards the tree. But no matter how angry he became, the mango tree continued to grow by the river. One day, the Buddha happened to be passing by the river and noticed the man venting his anger at the mango tree. "What is troubling you, friend?" the Buddha kindly asked. The man quickly told the Buddha all about the mango tree and how much he hated it. "I see," said the Buddha. "It seems this mango tree causes you much misery. Tell me, when did this mango tree first appear by the river?" The man thought for a moment and said, "I suppose it sprouted about 10 years ago." "And in those 10 years, how many times has this mango tree actually caused mangoes to fall into the river?" the Buddha asked politely. The man was surprised at the question. He realized that while he had been angry at the possibility of mangoes falling for 10 years, in reality, it had only happened a few times. The Buddha smiled gently. "My friend, I cannot make the mango tree disappear as much as you wish it so, but perhaps your suffering comes not from the mango tree itself, but your expectation and fear of what might happen. Instead of being angry at what you cannot change, try to change the way you think about the tree, and you may find greater peace." Kabir nodded in acknowledgement as the wise monk concluded the story. "So instead of fixating on what I can't change, like people or my past, I should focus on transforming my perspective and attitude?" he queried. "Yes, exactly," affirmed the monk. "There may be many things you cannot change in your life right now, but you have the ability to change these 5 things instead. Your perspective. Try to look at things in a more balanced, positive way, rather than focusing solely on the negative. Your expectations. Be realistic about what you hope for in life and from others. Don't expect too much that might not happen. Your attitude. When faced with difficulties, choose patience and understanding over anger or frustration. Your priorities. Invest your time and energy in things that truly matter, rather than temporary pleasures. Yourself. Work on becoming a better version of yourself. There's always room to grow wiser and kinder." Kabir felt a weight lift off his shoulders, a soothing calm settling within him. "Thank you," he expressed with heartfelt gratitude, "for helping me see that even when I can't change some circumstances, I'm not completely helpless. I'll carry with me the understanding of what I can truly change." The monk smiled warmly. "I'm truly glad I could assist you in finding a bit more peace," he shared kindly. "Remember, the key to change often lies within yourself. Start there when you seek to make a difference." Walking back to the village, Kabir encountered children playing by the riverbank. He noticed a ripe mango hanging from a nearby tree. He plucked it and shared it with the kids. Observing their faces brighten with joy from that simple act, he felt a deep connection. A realization dawned that despite his inability to control everything around him, that evening he began to plant a sapling near his house. As he nurtured the young plant, he whispered, "I may not be able to change everything, but I can grow just like you." So, dear friends, life can be a bumpy ride, and we all might have things that bother us. But sometimes it's not always about changing the world around us, it's about changing our view of it. Instead of letting what's beyond our control ruffle our feathers, let's focus on the positive and what we can influence and improve. Remember, you're strong and in charge of how you react. So when things get tough, pause for a moment, take a deep breath and remind yourself that you have the capability to overcome it. This is Zenful Wisdom. Thanks for watching and embracing this journey of wisdom. May your days be filled with serenity and mindful reflection. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos coming on.